Hi, my name is Tom Bieling. We are here in Berlin at the University of the Art. Our lab is called the Design Research Lab. And we're focusing on anything that is related to human-computer interaction. We have a special focus in some of our work, which is related to the aspect of disabilities. And we have a special focus in that, focusing on aspects of blindness and deafness. So especially on how blind people navigate through space and how deaf people communicate amongst each other or with other people. And this is already connected to the question what role technology or the design of technology can play in this context. During that process, we got aware of the topic deaf blindness. I knew it was existing before, but I never really thought about it. But then we got to know people who either are deafblind or who work or live together with people who are deafblind. The first institution we got in touch with was an institution called the Oberlin House in Berlin, Potsdam, Babelsberg. One of the persons who works there is Gudrun Sieke, and she told us about what's LORM. There are different ways of communication for deafblind people, and one is called the LORM alphabet or the LORM language. It's named after a guy called Hieronymus Lorm, who invented this language some 150 years ago, I think. And it works basically by touching each other. It's a tactile hand touch alphabet. So imagine you have in your hand, you have on certain positions in the hand, you have certain letters. For example, the vocals are on top of the fingers. You have the A, the E, the I, the O, the U. You have the S. Several positions, and you, instead of verbally or vocally talking, you touch the other person's hand, and then the person knows what you're talking about. So here, for example, I have a glove which helps you to learn the LORM alphabet. So this is especially for people, for example, who work or who live together with deafblind people or who are just interested in the LORM language. So here in this hand we see all the letters of the German alphabet, the A, the E, the I, the O, the U, the M. In the same second we learned about this language, we asked ourselves, how does this work if the person I want to talk to is not next to me? Because with this language, I always have to touch somebody. You have to be here, I need to hold your hand, I need to touch your hand. But what if you're in the kitchen? What if you're not in Berlin? What if you're in Brazil? Then I cannot talk to you. So we were looking for a way to overcome this barrier of distance or of over-distance communication. And this is how we came up with this other glove called the Mobile Lorm Glove, which helps to translate the tactile language into digital text. So with this glove, the deafblind user has small textile sensors in the palm of the hand. And by touching on his or her own hand, the text gets digitalized and can be sent via SMS or email to other persons, no matter where they are, no matter if these persons know the LORM language or not, because the other persons will get a message, on their phone or on their computer. This glove also allows you to actually receive other person's messages, because on the back of the glove you have small vibrating motors. So if a message is incoming or if I receive a message, the glove vibrates on these certain positions where the letters are located. This prototype you see here, it's a prototype. So this is, for us, we call it a proof of concept. So it was for us important to see and to show if it is actually possible to translate a tactile touch information into digital text, send it to other devices, receive it. We have proven this for us now. We see it's possible. So it's really nothing futuristic magic. It's really there. So there are many things we can fine tune now, and we have to fine tune, and this will take some more time. Maybe some more years, I don't know, to make it really, really smooth. So today we have two visitors at the lab. We haven't met before. We have Eddie, who's deafblind, and his interpreter Laura. And maybe you guys want to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, we're Eddie and Laura, and we both of us met about 10 years before, and we grew up together. And so, yeah, we just said today in the morning that maybe I will speak because he's quite shy, and yeah, his English is not that well. So, yeah, I just introduce us. He is 21 years old by now. He lives in the south of Berlin, and there he's visiting school. And I am living in Berlin, so the Lorm Glove is the perfect invention for us because we always have the problem how to communicate. He's about 70 or 100 kilometers away from me, so we try to call every evening, but with the help of his mother. So if we can have a try with the Lorm Glove, maybe, yeah, we can just leave out the mother. Born without a disability, and when we get aware of his eyes and his ears don't work very well, and he was 8 years old, and then it was about 1 year when his eyes and his ears just yeah, didn't work that well, and in the end he became fully blind and yeah, quite deaf. He's hard of hearing actually, but he can't understand language by now. He hears that there's something going on, but he can't just understand language. And then we started to invent different languages, like our secret languages. So we were 8 and I've been 12, something about that. And yeah, we just play together and then, hey, let's invent something. And later on we think, okay, maybe we can learn something real. And then we got about the lorming thing. I think we learned lorm when I was 14 and he was maybe 12. Yeah, he says that it was at the school, I think we learned it. Yeah. Well, I think it is very important that deafblind people in Germany get just more opportunities, just like the Lorm Glove, and I really hope that this is a project which is going to grow, and yeah, we're looking forward to use it in the next couple of years.
So today we have another guest here. It's Gudrun. Gudrun, nice to have you here. Gudrun works at the Oberlin House, and maybe you want to tell the people in Brazil about your work.
Yes, it's a pleasure. So my name is Gudrun Sieke. I was born deaf. I can see. I work in the Oberlin House in the counseling department for deafblind people for 6 years now. My specialty in counseling is about different methods of communication, the lorm, the tactile signing, and the finger alphabet, and all these different types. Yes, when Tom asked me about lorming to connect it to techniques, and he explained to me about his project, he said we can link it to handies, to mobiles and to computers. And I said, all right, yes, many people communicate with Lorm, but some are connected with the Braille alphabet. But I said, yeah, we can use this opportunity to use a tactile communication with technology. And there's a lot of deafblind people that like to use a tactile signing. But the ones who can't use sign language, it would be a good opportunity to communicate. And as the project went on, I was always curious to see what's going on, and we stayed in contact. Well, it's important to be open and to respect all people, not to be afraid of the disabilities. Deafblind people are very open and they are happy to see, to meet new people who are willing to try to communicate with them by LORM or by tactile signing. So that would be my message. Be open and meet people.